Have you ever paused, in a moment of profound quiet, and allowed yourself to truly question the very fabric of existence? Have you ever looked at the world around you, the solid ground beneath your feet, the vast sky above, the intricate dance of life and circumstance, and wondered if there is more to it than meets the eye? The sages and mystics of antiquity, from the sun-drenched schools of Athens to the serene monasteries of the East, have whispered a timeless secret through the ages. The world you perceive is not a fixed, external stage upon which you are merely an actor. Instead, it is a grand, cosmic mirror, a flawless reflection of the universe that resides within you. Today, we embark on a journey not into the outer world of things and events, but into the inner world of consciousness and conviction. We will explore a truth so fundamental that it underlies every spiritual tradition and is now being echoed in the most advanced laboratories of modern science. This truth is that your deepest, most ingrained beliefs are not just passive opinions you hold. They are the active, architectural blueprints from which your entire reality is constructed. You are not simply living in the world. You are, in every moment, creating it. From our first breath, we are initiated into a consensus reality. We are taught to see the world as something separate, something objective and unchanging, a concrete fortress of facts and laws that exists independently of our minds. But what if this perceived separation is the greatest illusion of all? What if the reality you navigate daily is a fluid, malleable substance, a potent clay that is perpetually shaped and molded by the subtle yet powerful energies of your thoughts, your expectations, and, most profoundly, your core beliefs? This is not a new idea, but a piece of perennial wisdom that has been the cornerstone of esoteric teachings for millennia. Now, science, that great tool of reason and empirical observation, has stumbled upon the frontiers of this ancient knowledge. It is in the fascinating, almost paradoxical realm of quantum physics that we find a staggering confirmation of this principle. A revelation has emerged that shakes the very foundations of our materialist worldview. The observer is inextricably linked to the observed. The act of looking, of paying attention, fundamentally alters the nature of what is being looked at. Nothing demonstrates this more elegantly than the famed double-slit experiment. In its beautiful simplicity, it posed a question that dismantled everything we thought we knew about the universe. The experiment, first conceived in the early 20th century, had a straightforward premise: fire fundamental particles, such as electrons, through a barrier with two vertical slits, and observe the pattern they create on a detector screen behind it. The results were nothing short of reality bending. When the experiment was run without any observation device to track which slit the electrons passed through, they behaved not like tiny, solid pellets, but like ethereal waves. They appeared to pass through both slits simultaneously, interfering with each other to create a distinctive wave-like pattern on the screen. It was as if each particle was aware of the entire system, existing in a state of pure, undefined potential. However, the moment a measuring device was introduced to determine which slit each electron went through, their behavior instantly changed. They abandoned their wave-like nature and acted like discrete particles, choosing one specific slit to pass through and creating a pattern of two simple bands on the screen, just as you would expect from firing tiny marbles. Let the weight of this sink in. The mere act of conscious observation, the simple intention to measure and know, collapsed an infinite field of possibility into a single, concrete reality. The universe did not decide which path the electron would take until a conscious observer looked. Reality, it turns out, is not a pre-written script. It is a participatory event. Consciousness is not a passive witness. It is the creative force that summons the world out of the quantum fog of potentiality and into the tangible realm of experience. What does this mean for us, living our lives far from a physics laboratory? It means everything. It means that the universe is fundamentally interactive. The world you see around you does not exist in a fully formed state, independent of your perception. Its existence is interwoven with your attention, your focus, your conscious gaze. In precisely the same way, our internal beliefs function as the ultimate observation devices for our lives. They are the invisible lenses through which we view everything, the powerful filters that interpret and give meaning to every perception, every emotion, and every decision we make. What you fundamentally believe about the world, about the nature of other people, and most importantly, about yourself is not just a commentary on your reality. It is the very code that generates your reality. You are not a bystander watching the movie of your life unfold. You are in the director's chair, actively and ceaselessly participating in its creation. Reality is not a static entity you encounter, but a continuous, flowing dance between the convictions held within you and the experiences that appear before you. You are the creator, the ultimate observer, even if you have remained unaware of your immense power. Just as in the quantum experiment, it is your consciousness that is constantly collapsing the infinite array of potential life paths into the single, concrete experience you call your life. This brings us to the most crucial questions you can ever ask yourself. What are your foundational beliefs? What do you hold to be unshakably true deep within your being? What is your concept of a higher power, or the universe itself? Is it a distant, judgmental entity, or an intelligent, benevolent force that flows through all things, including you? What is your relationship with abundance and prosperity? Do you believe that you must toil endlessly, sacrificing your life force for mere survival? Or do you believe that wealth and opportunity are your birthright, flowing naturally and gracefully into your life? What are your beliefs about human connection? Do you believe that making friends is difficult, that people are inherently untrustworthy? Or do you believe that you are naturally likable and that meaningful connections come to you with ease? The authentic answers to these questions are not found in what you say, but are perfectly mirrored in the life you are currently living. Because just as the scientist's measurement determines the outcome of the double-slit experiment, your core beliefs determine the texture and substance of your experience in this existence. What you believe, with unwavering conviction, inevitably crystallizes into your truth. The universe is not deaf to your inner state. It is exquisitely responsive to your consciousness. Ancient sages knew this through deep contemplation, and now, modern physics has proven it through rigorous experimentation. The observer creates the observed, and so, the most empowering question you must ask yourself, right now, in this very moment, is this: what am I creating? Our beliefs are not formed in a vacuum. They are a complex tapestry woven from countless threads: the teachings of our family, the norms of our society, the triumphs and traumas we accumulate over the years, and even the subtle whispers of the collective unconscious. From early childhood, we are sponges, absorbing ideas about what is possible and what is impossible, about who we are supposed to be, and what the world expects from us. These foundational ideas often become so deeply embedded that they sink into the subconscious, operating like silent programs that guide our choices, shape our reactions, and dictate our actions without our conscious consent. Beliefs are not merely fleeting thoughts that you can dismiss. They are the very filters through which all data from the outside world must pass before it reaches your conscious mind. They form the bedrock of your identity and erect the boundaries of your perceived potential. If you hold a deep-seated belief that it is impossible for one human to facilitate healing in another using focused intention and energy, then that capacity will simply not exist in your reality. If you believe that the world is a dangerous place filled with malicious people, then your reality will be presented to you through that filter, and you will find evidence of hostility and danger everywhere you look. Just as the observer collapses the quantum foam of possibilities into a single, concrete reality, your beliefs collapse the infinite field of potential life experiences into the specific realities you inhabit day after day. What you believe, you experience. What you hold as undeniable truth manifests. Albert Ellis, the founder of rational emotive behavior therapy, stated it perfectly. It's not the events that disturb us, but rather our view of them. In other words, the objective facts of what happens in your life have far less impact on your well-being than the interpretation you assign to them, an interpretation dictated entirely by your belief system. If you believe the universe is hostile and withholding, you will perceive every challenge as a threat and every setback as a confirmation of your misfortune. But if you shift your core belief to one where the universe is fundamentally benevolent, abundant, and conspiring in your favor, you will suddenly begin to see opportunities where you once saw only obstacles, and find support where you once felt only limitation. As Henry Ford famously said, "Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right." Your belief sets the premise, and reality provides the proof. While ancient traditions have taught this for millennia, modern neuroscience now provides a stunningly clear picture of how this process works mechanically. Our beliefs are not abstract, ethereal things. They are physically encoded into the very structure of our brains. When you hold a belief, you are creating and reinforcing specific patterns of neural activation. Every single thought you have generates synaptic connections, and with repetition, these connections become stronger, more robust, and more automatic. Your beliefs are literally shaping the physical architecture of your brain, a concept known as neuroplasticity. Neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Newberg, in his groundbreaking work, How God Changes Your Brain, explains that powerful beliefs, especially those of a spiritual or religious nature, have a direct and measurable impact on brain function. By consciously nurturing positive, empowering beliefs, we can do more than just improve our mood. We can profoundly alter our physical health. The chemistry of our brain changes, influencing the release of vital neurotransmitters like dopamine, related to motivation and reward, and serotonin, related to well-being and happiness. The well-documented placebo effect is a perfect demonstration of this mind-body connection. A person can experience genuine physical healing after taking a simple sugar pill, not because of the pill itself, but because of their unwavering belief in its power to heal. The mind, through the mechanism of belief, creates tangible, physiological change. Practices like mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for this reprogramming process. Studies using advanced brain imaging have shown that these practices can physically alter brain structure, increasing gray matter density in areas associated with self-awareness, compassion, emotional regulation, and self-control. Science is now providing the empirical validation for what mystics and sages have always known through inner experience. By changing our consciousness, we change our brain, and consequently, we change our reality. The theoretical physicist David Bohm proposed a vision of reality as an implicate order, an interconnected, indivisible whole, where the separation between the observer and the observed is ultimately an illusion. This has profound implications for us. It means our beliefs are not merely personal, private affairs. They possess universal implications. They don't just shape our individual experience. They ripple outward, influencing the world and the people around us. This deep interconnectedness leads us to the understanding that by transforming our personal beliefs, we are participating in the shaping of our collective reality. As complex systems theory suggests, small changes within highly interconnected systems can lead to massive, unpredictable transformations across the entire system. Science shows us that we are not isolated islands of belief. Our convictions impact our families, our communities, and our society as a whole. If our beliefs hold this immense, reality-generating power, the crucial question becomes, how can we consciously and deliberately use this power to transform our lives for the better? The first and most critical step is cultivating self-awareness. We must become brave archaeologists of our own minds, willing to dig deep and uncover the limiting beliefs that may be running our lives on autopilot. As neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza warns, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always have what you've always had. Dear seeker, look around you at this moment and see the invisible walls of the prison you have built for yourself. These walls, constructed brick by brick from your own limiting beliefs, are powerful illusions that keep you confined to a reality that no longer serves your highest good. They are the subtle whispers in your ear that say, you are not capable, you are not worthy, it's safer not to try. But I am here to tell you that these whispers are not truths. They are merely echoes of old fears, the recorded voices of past pains and societal conditioning that do not belong to your true, magnificent self. Limiting beliefs are like invisible shackles, restraining your freedom of movement and blocking the flow of your innate potential. Every time you repeat these negative stories to yourself, you are forging the chains thicker, strengthening the bars of your own prison. The insidious belief that money is somehow dirty or that wealthy people must be corrupt is a powerful dam that blocks countless people from experiencing financial abundance. Nature itself is abundant by definition, and you are an inseparable part of nature. The only thing preventing you from manifesting your dreams is the collection of internal beliefs that say you cannot have them. The universe honors your free will. If you truly believe you are undeserving, that will be the reality you are given. On the other hand, There are empowering beliefs. These are not just pleasant thoughts. They are shafts of pure sunlight breaking through the dusty windows of your soul. Every positive thought you genuinely embrace, every empowering affirmation you repeat with feeling, builds a golden bridge to freedom. Empowering beliefs are the language of your true essence. They are the recognition of your inherent worth, your boundless strength, and your divine ability to create. When you affirm with conviction that you are worthy, that you have the power to transform your life, you begin to dismantle the walls that imprison you. You open yourself to a universe of new possibilities. You grant yourself permission to dream, and most importantly, you find the courage to act. The true essence of your nature is growth and expansion. Empowering beliefs are the wings that allow you to soar to your highest potential. But how do you discern between the chains that limit and the wings that empower? You must approach your own beliefs with a gentle, non-judgmental curiosity, like a child exploring a new world. Ask of each belief you uncover, is this truly, absolutely my truth? Does this belief serve my growth and happiness? Am I willing to let it go if it does not? When you dare to honestly question your long-held beliefs, you begin to dissolve the illusions and uncover the radiant truth of who you are. Remember the profound words of the wise poet Rumi. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Each of those barriers is a limiting belief. By dismantling them, you create space for the light of love, courage, abundance, and fulfillment to pour into your life. The greatest moments of human achievement, the most inspiring acts of creativity and courage, do not arise from a vacuum. They spring from an unwavering belief in a greater possibility. Empowering beliefs are the fertile soil from which all great actions grow. When you believe in your limitless potential, life ceases to be a struggle and becomes a magnificent dance, and you are the lead dancer. By transforming your beliefs, you not only transform your own reality, but you also become a beacon of possibility for those around you, inspiring them to do the same. So choose your beliefs with the care of an artist, choosing their colors. Let the light of empowering beliefs illuminate your life, and through you, the lives of everyone you love. You are a creator, an artist of existence. Life is not a burden to be endured, but a masterpiece to be celebrated. By embracing your highest beliefs, you will discover that the universe is, and always has been, in complete and total alignment with your desire to be truly, magnificently free. Thank you for walking this path with us. If this video was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And now, leave a comment below and tell us one thing you are grateful for today.